Okay, so you guys follow their instructions and land at the spaceport. And you notice that as you're... Oh wait, hold on, change maps.
We're all gonna
We can
die.
return to my awesome hand-drawn spaceport map.
I did not recall it being this pixelated before. Oh, there it goes. Never mind, it's better.
Okay.
It's loaded funny for me. That makes sense as to why I didn't remember it looking that weird.
Okay, so as you are landing, you notice like two people in like Sith officer garb, waiting there with their arms crossed at the entryway.
Yay.
And they start walking up to the ship once you land.
Wait a minute. On our way down, I point to Kalani being a Jedi.
Yo!
That's an issue.
Yeah, how are you going to do this?
Go ahead if you want to.
Cloak, Kalani, cloak.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
In my original plan, I didn't think that Kalani was actually gonna abandon the others, so...
Yeah, that causes more problems. Oh,
Make
that's
the
oh, thank
roll.
goodness.
Oh, that's
Thank
actually a decent roll. Oh, I'll do it.
Okay, here's Bob's roll.
Wow.
Yep, he has a... That's a natural 1? Really?
For Bob?
A 26? He's a 25 bonus? That's absurd.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
we've
his
gone over
bonus
multiple
is
times
more
about
than
why
It was so lucky that we
capturing
actually
him
found him.
was...
An
Yes.
impressive feat of awesomeness and rolling that twice.
Okay, here are the droids.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the two people are waiting outside the ship for you to lower the ramp.
I push the ramp button.
Okay, as soon as the ramp touches down, they walk onto the ship. And they look around for someone. And who's the first person that they see?
I would assume Del.
Probably.
Okay, so one of them says, "Hello, we are here to inspect your ship. Please present your documentation."
Documentation of what exactly? Sorry, we haven't been here in a while.
Your citizenship status and ID cards for a start.
Oh.
We also need to ascertain the reason for your visit.
We talked to the air traffic control about space control about that.
Yes, he marked down in here that you need a level 2 inspection because all you had was verbal confirmation. And no tangible
that's
proof
right,
or
we
evidence
received it.
of business. Therefore, your ship will be inspected.
Well, guys, wait, are they standing right next to each other? How close are they together?
Yeah, they're standing shoulder to shoulder.
Goodness gracious. Force point for the win. Seriously? Goodness gracious.
It's one step up from mine.
Okay, so do you want to describe what you're doing there?
This is a really dismal attempt at a mind trick. Done your inspection, everything is fine. We're all gonna die, guys. Quick, kill him now.
Well, wait, we have to see what the GM says their response is. Besides, an inspection might not necessarily yield anything.
They say, "Wow, apparently we were brainwashed into having very low will defense at the Sith Academy."
I mean, to be fair, I only have 28, and I'm like a super awesome Jedi.
And
So
so they say, they look at each other and they say, "Yes, it looks like we've already completed our inspection. Everything checks out. You are cleared to be here on Ventuine. Have a good day."
is there some sort of documentation that you give us to make sure we're cleared to go?
Yes, we already gave it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, they leave. Also, they didn't actually give you anything.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm very aware. That's called the hand. We have clearance to the guy at customs. Is how that's going to go. Can we wait a minute, please? Alright, well, guys, I guess we're okay. Gonna have to try and bluff our way through security also, though. We should probably get moving.
Follow me to the cantina. And I start walking towards the cantina.
It's inside the spaceport, right? So we don't actually have to go through anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet.
Man, I don't know.
No, I was asking GM.
Well, I still don't know.
Yeah. I think he said yes, right? Kyrath, you said yes, it's in the spaceport, so we...
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, one, I am being sneaky, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with being stealth. And two, cantinas.
We have a bad
Stay
track
on
record
the
with
ship.
cantinas. Well, what if they take us somewhere? We want
Wait, what are you talking about?
Leaving Kalani on the ship.
Why?
Cantinas.
Can somebody
Should we-
please explain to me what you're talking about?
She'll be fine.
Okay.
Me and
She has-
cantinas do not seem to work too well.
Should I
It'll
bring
be
the
fine.
army?
Do whatever you want. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm also going. No, maybe just bring one, if at all.
Bob, little Bob. Come on.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, you're bringing Bob.
And little Bob.
Wait, there's a little Bob now?
I made sure that one of the smaller ones was mine as well. I didn't rename it, but I mean, he follows Bob's commands. So, he is little Bob. Sub Bob.
Yeah, I didn't actually create a character sheet for Bob. Sub Bob, I mean, so let me do that real quick.
Isn't it pretty much just the same as all the other droids?
Yep.
Right, I just have to duplicate it and make it special.
Basically, they're my special forces unit.
I think you're your special forces unit. They're like your spy unit.
Yeah.
I'm the nuke.
I'm the
Yeah,
bluffer. I'm the bluffer, and they're the stealth team, and you're the if we just need to blow something up.
And everyone else is cannon fodder.
So who's all going?
Hey!
Everyone?
No, everyone else is like regular actual army people, like normal, and you're just absurd.
Yep.
This
I
system
can
is
achieve-
absurd.
Okay, I think I got everybody.
What?
Pulled everybody out as a token. Does everyone see themselves who's supposed to be here? Where's Picasso? There he is. Okay.
So where am I? What am I doing?
Should she on stealth before? Since she's large, it might be hard to avoid bumping into people at the
But
cantina.
she's got Jedi robes and a lightsaber
And I'm stealthed.
decently.
You're right.
And I don't want to go anywhere near a cantina anymore. I'm not sure if that's Kalani or just me, but
I think Kalani wouldn't want to either.
yeah, bad history with him. I really don't want to go there. She's just kind of uncomfortable with it.
You could wait outside the entrance, but then that way you'll be near us.
I guess, or somewhere near the entrance, around the corner maybe. Just
In an
watching
alley.
it,
I mean,
Yeah.
I can mind talk to you if trouble happens, so.
something like that.
Yeah, so the cantina's down there, like in the entry area, main building of the spaceport. So you see, it's like a pretty tiny cantina. Because it's just like provided by the spaceport authorities. It's called the Spaceport Slammer. And it does not have super sad, depressing music. It has awesome cantina music.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Cantina bands get funky.
How many other people are in here?
Let's see. Yeah, it's like late at night, so there are a decent number of people. There are probably like maybe 20 other people in there.
Because it's tempted to drain energy in the music system.
Oh dear.
Alright, John, why don't you take lead on this, since they were in contact with you?
Okay, I want to look around for anybody who appears to be I don't know, like a Sith security guard or police officer, or maybe like an undercover Sith bad man.
Okay, roll perception. Yeah, you notice that like most of the spaceport guards all seem to be wearing Sith uniforms, and there's one stationed outside the door. There's also like one hanging back against one of the walls, and then everyone else in the cantina. About 75% of them look like they're native Anduinians. The other five are a mixture of alien species that you've commonly seen before.
Okay, I also want to look to see if anybody's paying particular attention to me.
Do you guys want to describe how you're walking in there?
Okay, well, I just walk in like I just got off a long space voyage, and I'm just stopping at the canteen for a quick sip.
I walk in there like a short kill in grubby mechanic's clothes and a cloak with a long wooden ornate staff.
Yeah, everyone roll perception.
My skills of perception remain as terrible as ever.
Wow, I actually roll pretty decent normally, but not now.
Also, yeah, so no one really seems to be paying undue attention to you. Like they glance over, so people glance over you as you walk in. Then they just go back to their drinks and their conversations.
And the weird wooden staff with silvery metal wrapped around the head.
And no one seems to look at it twice.
As I just said, it's a strange planet.
Yep. I mean, Star Wars is a strange universe.
Okay, I mutter to the rest of the group this way, and I lead them over to an empty booth in the corner. Sit down.
Okay. Yeah, the barkeeper watches you walk over there, and he like sends over a droid. Hello, what can I get you to drink?
Ale.
What type?
A local favorite.
Fermented fruit juice for me.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay, Kyrath, this is my thinking. Rather than ham-fistedly asking, hey, where's this guy I'm looking for, I just want to come in here and wait for them to contact us, because I'm assuming they're watching the place and waiting for us anyway.
Okay.
I want to wait and let them try to make contact with us, at least for... I want to wait at least several minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so the droid brings you your drinks. And then you guys sit there for like 15 minutes and nothing happens. People are just chatting.
Kaz orders his second meal.
I think we may have to directly talk to the bartender, but probably shouldn't all go up there.
Wait here, I'll go do it.
Alright, good luck, we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, I walk over to the bar and lean against it and try to get the bartender's attention.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Drem.
Drem? And he like stares off into the distance. Says, it doesn't sound familiar to me. Can't say I've heard of a Drem. And he sort of like squints and looks at you. Says, is he a local here? Are you a local? What are you doing here?
I take 20 credits out and put it on the bar. I say, the name is Drem.
He quickly takes the credits. Says, well, I'm afraid I don't think I've ever heard of a Drem. Although, you sort of look a little bit familiar to me. Have I seen you around before?
How should I know what you've seen?
Then he says, wait a minute, aren't you John Thomas? I think I've seen your face on the television. You're with that terrorist group that bombed the Block Mansion a couple weeks ago. And he reaches for his, like, datapad computer system.
Okay, I want to grab his hand with my left hand and I want to lower my voice and say to him, I'm not looking for any trouble, but this is about to go very badly for you. All I want is know where Drem is, and we'll leave. And nobody gets hurt. But this is your last chance.
Well, I already told you I don't know any Drem. But if you all should just get out of my cantina. I don't want no terrorists in here. Especially attracting Sith attention. Okay, John, make a stealth check.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you guys all noticed that the Sith trooper who was standing against the wall sort of like is taking an interest in what's going on with John grabbing the guy's arm.
Yeah.
So
can-
we're all
Remember
over
when
the
we
table
first walked
somewhere,
in here
right?
and I asked if there were any guards in here and you told me that they all just wear uniforms?
No, he said there was one out like by the entrance. He did say that.
I said there
I
was
must have
one
missed that
Sith
part.
guy at the entrance, and then there was one inside leaning against one of the walls.
Yeah, can I nonchalantly make it look like I'm like wandering, but also like make my way towards the like make it look like I'm going towards the entrance, like to leave? I'm assuming I noticed this since we're kind of like watching.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, can I do that?
You want to make it look like you're wandering, but actually walk to the exit.
No, I
What-
want to make
what-
it. No, I want to make it look like I'm walking towards the exit instead of walking towards the guy.
But actually walk towards the guy.
But he said he's near the entrance, right?
I said he's
trooper.
leaning against one of the walls. There's also another one at the entrance who's outside the entrance.
Oh, he's outside the entrance with his guy. No, I'm gonna. Okay, I want to make it look like I'm just like. Is there a way I can make it look like I'm walking somewhere with a purpose, but like go directly past this guy?
Yeah, I stopped the music, Zariana, for dramatic effect.
Yeah, it's because we're about to all die.
You might be.
Okay, you can roll stealth
Cantinas.
to see how.
Cantinas are doomed.
True to Star Wars form, then. Really, a 4? Goodness gracious. Good thing he rolled a 15 on his perception. Come on.
Yeah, he notices you start walking over to him as well. So, yeah, you guys all roll perception. Yeah, you all, even you, John, like, as you're talking to the guy, out of the corner of your eye, you see the Sith guy in the corner, like, reach down to his belt and pull out a communicator. So everyone can roll
How far away
initiative.
am I from this guy? How far away am I from this guy? At this point? But by the time he noticed me?
I mean, it's not a very big cantina, so... Oh, wait, hold on. I have to open up the turn tracker. Oh, wait, never mind. The rolls are still going there anyways. Okay.
Okay, I look over my shoulder at the guard and then I look back at the bartender and I say, I'll deal with you in a minute. And I let go of his wrist.
Okay, for the point of this encounter, we're gonna just pretend that this whole room is just the cantina. So John is over here talking with the bartender, who's gonna be Kalani for right now. 'Cause the bartender doesn't have a token. So Del, you're like right there.
Well, why does the other guy get to roll initiative?
Well, lucky for you, the guy who's outside got the higher number. The second guy is actually the one that got the 8.
Well, why is he rolling initiative? He doesn't know anything's happening.
Just so we know where he gets to act if he finds out. I don't know.
Should I
Okay,
roll
well
that?
I'm ahead of everybody anyway.
Yeah, you should roll. That way, if you get notified, then we know when you act.
Yeah.
You can like stab the guy outside.
Wait, Jedi.
Where
appearing
am I
in the
anyway?
middle of a hallway.
Yeah, you're outside. Okay, fine. We'll put you over there. I'll just quickly drag in this guy. There we go.
Use the ship.
The generic dude. Okay, so Kalani doesn't know what's happening yet. So Dell,
Wait, is my trick a standard action? I don't remember.
yes.
Wait. Oh, that's much better. That's a gigantic note. Yeah. It's like they're just having a conversation. Everything is fine. We're not suspicious.
Okay, yeah, he just like pauses and then like hooks his comlink back onto his belt. I don't see anything suspicious. Okay, so
Oh, and Dell also like over the comms. Relax, everybody.
they're just having a friendly conversation.
Okay, so the combat's resolved then?
Apparently, yes.
Okay, I turn back to the bartender and I glare at him and I say, I tried to do this the nice way. Now we're going to do it the hard way. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to tell me what I want to know. I'm going to blow your kneecaps off and destroy your bar. You've got 3 seconds.
Well, get out of here, terrorist scum.
Can I walk over there?
So did anyone ever tell Pakaz what we were doing here?
Okay, I pull a bottle off the shelf and smash him in the side of the head with it.
No.
What?
Okay.
No. I resolved the combat so nicely. and I
Because
gotta do this.
size.
What? Oh my goodness.
Well,
Should've
we're
sent you
not
up there.
suspicious, even though we're starting a fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
So
walking
yeah,
over
so
there.
you smash him over
but-
the head. And Dell's walking over there, apparently. Okay, the guard outside walks in when he hears the bottle smashing. He like looks around and says, "What's going on
Of
in
course
here?"
he does.
I dropped the glass.
Of course he does.
No worries.
Okay, roll deception.
I don't want to.
Well, if
Do
you
it.
don't roll, you can't succeed.
Please.
At least try.
Okay, he lifts up his gun and points it at you. Says, "I'm gonna need to ask you to come with me, sir."
Oh goodness.
So he walks over to you.
Alrighty. Everyone just needs to get really close together, and this is gonna be fine.
So what do you do, John?
I guess I shoot him.
You shoot him? Okay.
Well, it's not his
Make an
turn.
attack roll. Oh, okay. It's Picasso's turn. Does Picasso do anything?
Yes. You hear in your head, John. Just go with it. And then I tell Bob and his little bot to tail John, and obey his orders, and also to help him get out of that situation, ideally in some way that doesn't draw attention, and dispose of the body. Ideally without revealing yourselves. And then I go back to sipping my drink.
Okay. And the Sith Troopers went on a little bit of a diet while you were talking. Okay, John, your turn.
Okay,
Am
I
I...
ignore the voice and I shoot the Sith guy.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Uh,
Okay, so, yeah. The guy says, please come with me, and then all of a sudden he has a sizzling hole in his chest, and he falls to the ground. And the other guard from across the bar says, hey, you! Then he tries to shoot you.
And fails miserably.
Kalani, roll perception. Yeah, you hear blaster shots going off.
Well,
Not again.
where's the door?
The door is right here. It's very clearly demarcated by the invisible lines that show where the door is.
And once I'm in there, I'll look around
Okay.
and see what on earth.
Yeah, you see
What on earth
this
is going
guy
on?
over on the right side. Brandishing a gun at John. Okay, Dell.
Lightsabers.
Line shard.
Yeah, probably the best idea that we have at this moment. Goodness gracious, that's just a terrible, terrible, terrible roll.
I wish we had that nerve gas.
So you,
Oh.
he clutches his head and screams in pain and drops to the floor.
Oh wow, they're really weak sauce Sith Troopers. Alright, I like these Sith Troopers. Like cannon fodder, just like BAM, you're dead,
I mean,
BAM, you're
that's-
dead, BAM,
That's
you're
Sith
dead.
Troopers in a nutshell, isn't it?
I guess that's true.
So you guys notice everyone in the cantina has completely ignored their food, and they're all staring at you guys. Well, they're staring
What?
at John, Kalani,
yeah.
and Dell.
No, they have no
Kalani
idea
is
I did
invisible.
anything. I didn't do anything. All I did was walk up to the guy, talk to him, and now I'm standing in the middle of the room, and the guy just collapsed. I did nothing. Why are they looking at me?
This is true.
That doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense for them to be
okay,
looking at
fine.
me.
Fine, they're all looking at John then.
And the giant cat
Yeah,
How
so
you're
close are they all
invisible still.
standing
with
together?
lightsabers.
Wait, Kalani,
wait,
did you
wait,
draw
wait,
your
I can-
lightsabers?
Wait, I can use
Yes.
it. I can use
Okay.
it.
Once I got in
yeah,
there.
they're all staring at Kalani.
And so the guy with the.
Uh-huh.
Question: I can use. If I use a force point with my improved mind trick, it becomes a 12 by 12 cone, right?
Yeah.
Is that enough to get like if I stand in a corner, pretty much get like everybody in the entire cantina?
I don't know how many squares wide is this cantina. 14 squares.
Darn. Are they all? Are there people in the corners?
Yes, they're evenly dispersed throughout the cantina.
Of course, very nifty, handy right there.
So,
Are they not like making a break for the
Kaz
exit? Dal's gonna stand by the exit and wait for everybody to run and panic.
leans over to the droids, who are still invisible, and says, "Okay, never mind. Don't do anything. Not yet. Just stay with me."
Is there still combat going on, or can we move freely at this point?
Yeah, you can move freely.
At this point, Pikaz is going to just sit there and stare like everyone else.
Yeah,
Act
Dal's
cool.
gonna. All right, Dal's gonna go here, and
Okay, while you're walking over there, you all see a man like dart into the cantina, and he has a cybernetic arm, and he looks like he's wearing like military gear. And he like darts in and like looks at all of you guys and says, "Follow me. We need to move quickly." Then he runs out of the cantina.
I yell after him, "Wait, who are you?"
that's searching our feelings for about following him for the next hour.
Yeah, you think that would be a good idea?
All right, yep, let's do it. I think we can trust him. We need to move.
Go, go, go!
I tell Dirk to act cool, and we'll leave a little bit after them, so we aren't associated with them.
Okay. Dirk
I break
says,
every
"That
bottle
sounds
and
like a
glass
good
in the
plan."
bar, and then I hit the bartender in the face with the butt of my rifle before I leave.
What are you doing?
Okay.
John's gone insane.
I think he has just a little bit.
As you're leaving, you hear the
No, this is what
bartender
Picasso is saying.
muttering, "Terrorist scum."
Del is like right behind this guy.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out what's going on with John. What?
Because leaves like 10 credits on the like 20 credits on the table for drinks. And then
Okay.
and when things look a little bit more like people are starting to get up and move around again, he will look to follow after them.
Okay. If you're gonna wait that long, I feel like that everyone else might be out of sight by the time you get out.
Oh, that's okay. I can use mind talking to figure out where the heck they are.
Okay. So
Or
does
just track us in the force, probably.
does Kalani and John and Del all follow the guy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll put my lightsabers away. As long as there's no apparent threat at the moment. Which I'm rather confused on what on earth just happened. Or what in the world just happened?
Yeah. So the guy, like basically is like running practically down the hallways. He like takes a couple of turns, and then there's like an emergency door that says like "Do not exit. Alarm will sound," and he just like barrels right through the door.
Oh, yay, alarms.
Yeah, I think we blew that a long time ago.
Yeah, but more alarms.
Pakas, get out here. We're gonna leave you behind.
So, okay, yeah, we should probably leave soon. It's not too suspicious leaving right after there was a whole some Sith troopers killed. I think everyone's probably leaving pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
people
right
are
after
starting to
everyone
leave
leaves, it's
now.
like, let's get out of here before the Sith come and interrogate everyone.
But everyone sits there sort of like shocked for a while, and then like probably like 15 seconds after they leave, then everyone starts rushing for the door.
Yeah, and then I go to follow after them. And bring Dirk with me.
Okay, so do you guys follow him out of the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so he like runs out of the door, and then like within like 10 feet of the door, there's like a small like enclosed land speeder, and he says, "Hurry up, get in."
Pakas, you need to get here now.
I mean, we're coming at this point. We left when you said.
Faster, please.
Okay, so do you all pile into the speeder?
Kyrath, do I recognize this guy's voice?
No.
I want to demand to know who he is again before I get in the speeder.
Okay. He says, "The Sith will be on our tails any second now. Does it really matter? Just get in."
You know what would be a really fast thing for you to tell me who you are?
Fine, my name's Liam Masterson. Now get in the car.
Who do you represent?
The anti-Sith rebels. Now get in.
Got my eye on you. And then I get in the car.
Okay.
What is going on?
So you pile into the back of the speeder, and you notice that it's being piloted by this woman. Then Liam gets in the passenger side thing of the speeder. And then he says, "Where's everyone else? Are they coming?"
This is everyone.
I know, but Kaz hasn't gotten in yet, right?
No.
Yeah, no, they're behind us. They were just waiting to filter. There was a crowd coming out, so they had difficulty getting out of the bar, the cantina, I think. But they're on their way.
Well, hopefully they get here soon.
Or we could just leave now.
We can't let them get captured.
Why not? He doesn't seem to mind. He's not in any particular hurry.
Because we can't afford to let the Sith know what we're doing. They have information.
We just killed two of
Okay,
them in
that
a bar
conversation
fight. They
seems
know
like
we're
it's taking
here.
15 seconds, so they show up.
Into
Alright,
the
that's
car.
everybody.
Stealth droids included. Jam
Okay,
in
so-
and decloak.
Yeah, so as soon as you guys get in, the door like closes automatically, and then there's like instant acceleration, you guys are all like thrown into the backs of your seats, and the speeder's like jets off away from the spaceport. So yeah, you guys notice that the speeder's like sticking really close to the ground, and it's like basically heading to like the main downtown area of the city, like weaving through lots of lanes of like different traffic and stuff. And while the woman's focused on that, the guy turns around to look at you all and says, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna be blunt, but you guys are pretty stupid."
The cause is just like staring at John. Like if eyes could burn holes through things.
You realize that all of you are wanted criminals, and your face is on all the TV reports, right?
Nope.
Of course we didn't realize that. We've been gone.
Well, that explains why the Sith haven't found you yet, if you're this
The struggle.
incompetent.
Incompetent. Sure got your attention, didn't we?
Well, you're lucky I was here.
Where's Drem?
Drem? I've never heard of a Drem.
Now I'm starting to get irritated with my GM.
It all makes sense eventually.
Out of character, now that this guy doesn't even know the name of our contact, now I'm thinking about shooting him.
I mean, that's valid.
I point my gun at him. I say, "You
My
better
out
start
of
coming up with some
character is
answers
assuming
really
that-
fast."
People talking over one another. What?
Yeah, what happens?
Kyla, you were saying something?
What did nobody hear? My audio is going in and out again.
Yeah, what did you say?
I said my out of character is thinking that perhaps the whole drum thing was a ruse by the Sith to try and get us to come back here so they can capture us.
Okay, John, so you point your gun at the guy. And the guy says, "Whoa, hold up, what are you doing?"
You better start giving me some answers real fast. Who are you and what do you want with us?
I already said, my name's Liam Masterson. I'm part of the rebellion against the Sith here on this planet. And what I want with you is to save you from impending doom by Sith concentration camp.
Well, that's awfully charitable of you.
Well, if in return you wanted to help us out, since you are planet-wide known anti-Sith terrorists who blew up an entire mansion.
Stupid
Propaganda.
freaking
I
AJ.
had nothing to do with that.
You can't tell, but Del is smiling on the inside of his mask, but you can't see that.
Wait, what? Can you repeat what you said, John?
I said that's propaganda. I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, he like looks like a little bit taken aback, and then he like sighs in exasperation, and he looks over at the woman. He says, "Oh, great, Ingrid, that's real great. Let's just find somewhere to drop these guys off and get back to what we were really doing."
No, that's not. We picked him up after we went to the mansion. So he's correct. He was not involved in the explosion.
Specifically, the mansion and the explosion.
But you are anti-Sith.
Yes.
Well then, maybe you can help us out.
I think that could be helpful. Just to explain ourselves, we had received communication from Ventween from an unknown party talking about rebel groups here, inviting, well, specifically John, inviting John back. And he was told to ask the Cantina about Drem. So that's where that's coming from. Whether or not that was legitimate or was merely a ruse to try and get us to come back, I guess we don't know.
Well, that's interesting. We'll have to ask the higher-ups about that.
Wait, so are we going downtown?
Yeah, we're going to one of our hideouts.
It's impressive that you're able to lay low in the middle of the city.
Well, we need to have a presence here in order to stay informed and on top of things.
Sure. We've been gone for a couple of weeks. What's been happening?
Well, recently, just a couple days ago, the Sith started cracking down more and more. But before that, our organization was originally founded to fight the rabid rancor, corruption in the government. Then the Sith came along, and we've learned that they were pretty much just all working together as one big happy family, and we're trying to take them out. We each managed to pull off a few strikes, but nothing as spectacular as exploding a mansion.
Well, that was a combination of an explosive combined with some Sith artifacts that reacted rather volatilely to it that we didn't necessarily account for, but a happy accident. Well, a lucky, I guess. It gave us the opportunity to escape, but
A suicidal idiot.
Well, whatever it is, that's probably the only thing keeping you in our leader's good graces, so just pretend like it was all planned. That's my advice.
well, the
And
explosion
you also
was planned.
probably better have a reason for what you were doing in that apartment complex. And leaving whatever you were doing and why you're back. Actually, why are you back?
That's a really long story. And
Well, when
I'm
we get
not
back to
sure.
base, we'll have time for it.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I'm not telling people who are loose-lipped about it.
We're part of a anti-government rebellion group.
Yeah, but the less people who know about why we're here, that means the less opportunity that the Sith might capture someone and find out why we're here.
Okay, so after like another half an hour of driving, you eventually pull up to a building and get out. And now I'm realizing I didn't actually create a good map for this. So we'll just stare down onto the planet. Okay, so yeah, so they walk you inside, and there are like a couple people here and there, but mostly the corridors are empty. So he takes you to a pretty like dark room that's just lit up with like the blue glow of like computer screens and stuff. And there's a woman there. And she turns around. And some of you might recognize her as the woman who was in Lex's apartment complex.
Ah.
And she looks at Liam and says, "Liam, what are you doing here? Why are these people here? Also, how did Bob get so fat? What happened to Bob?"
He went
He's
to
been eating on the
start like
ship.
lifting weights instead of just being an infiltrator droid. He's like a sumo wrestler.
I gave him all the scrap from the destroyed components from the ship to munch on, and he's just been eating nonstop. He's gained a lot of pounds.
Okay, he says, "Well, the planet-wide terrorists just decided to walk into the Cantina spaceport and start a fight with some Sith. And I got them out of it."
Yep. What was up with that, John? What were you doing?
So the woman walks up to you guys and like basically inspects all of you like head to toe. Like she's like assessing you. Says, "Oh, well, I see you don't mind taking advantage of our help when you can be bothered to spare us a little."
We're here now. And Kalani, that Sith collaborator got off light.
Sith collaborator? What are you talking about? Who? Where? What?
The bartender I thrashed. He's a Sith collaborator. And he's lucky he's still alive.
Because it's just banging his head into his staff a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna pause a little bit here. So in order to avoid Theriana and Alon being super bored, they're gonna control those two characters for any combat situations that we run into in this session. But since we aren't in combat yet, you guys can just pretend to control them starting from right now. So if you have questions about what you're doing exactly, you can ask me. But basically, you're just people. The woman is like focused on stealth. She's also like a pilot, and the guy is like a gunner person. And they both have been engaged with this group for. Hold on a second.
What's their names?
Yeah, for like a year. You can find out. Well, the Liam Masterson is the guy, and I guess, well, I'll decide. So the other person is named Ingrid Rivers, is the girl. Okay, so unpausing. The woman asks you, "So what are you doing here?" That didn't sound like a woman's voice. "So what are you doing here?"
Well, after we left, after causing that explosion at the Block Mansion, John started receiving communications from what we thought was you guys, asking him to come back to try and help fight. And so we came back and we followed their instructions on how to contact, and it turns out that apparently the Cantina member that we were supposed to ask for a Drem turns out to be working with the Sith, and we did not, since we've been off planet, we didn't realize that what exactly the propaganda was on us here.
Well, I don't know about any Drem, and I don't believe we've tried to contact you.
I was thinking it may have been just a straight up ruse to try and get us to come back so that they could capture us. But we weren't sure going into it. So we kind of just went to the canteen and followed instructions to see what would happen. And nothing good happened, I guess, is the summary of that. Except then Liam here came and got us out of there.
So you came here because you were trying to get in contact with us, though, despite the illegitimacy of the contact. And what were you hoping to accomplish here?
I'm here to kill Sith.
Yeah, this is John.
She looks
Hellman.
at you, John, and she, like, smiles for the first time, and she says, "That's excellent news. I'm glad to hear it."
Yeah, that's pretty much why we came. We got out, did what we needed to do off-world, and then we came back. John and, well, Dirk we kind of picked up rescuing from the Rapid Rancors, and that's a different story, but I'll gesture towards Dirk. But the rest of us, we kind of came back here to fight. I'm not sure if what Dirk's gonna do here now.
The reason I'm here is to get a hold of an artifact and get the Sith off my butt.
So you came here because you wanted to get the Sith off of your... But our rebellion is all about fighting and attacking the Sith. I don't quite follow.
Alright, here's gonna be a short summary of what we've been doing, and it's complicated, and it still doesn't make sense to us.
He's gonna
completely.
tell you a whole bunch of complicated stuff. I'm gonna tell you what help you as long as you help us.
That
And I have no problem killing a whole bunch of Sith. That's simple enough. You can listen to him for the rest of that if you are actually interested.
I think through all of this, Klein is just kind of rubbing a temple, trying to get rid of the growing headache.
I mean, the entire situation has been a constant headache. causes long past temple rubbing.
He's into the rage phase of his headache.
He's into the cold indifference, has accepted the whole situation phase, where he just kills everyone who gets in the way. And is evil.
Does she respond to that, Kyrath?
Could someone give a summary of what was actually said? I feel like a lot of things
I
were said in
basically
this
said-
He
She's gonna
interrupted
tell
me
you-
as I was about to start the story, and then he just interrupted.
Asteroid, mysterious crystal, dragon, blew up a rebel ship, went to some planet, and came back over here.
I summarized the parts that other people would be interested in to basically be, we have our own business on the planet that will take, and we're willing to help you and hurt the Sith, and it's going to hurt the Sith, and we need to get some stuff done. And he'll tell you the specifics, but that's the less complicated version of it.
Can I just interject here?
Sure.
I think Ingrid is probably laughing out loud by now. Like, just seeing these people interact, I think she's probably laughing.
Okay. Yeah, the woman says, "Well, I guess as long as you're willing to help us, we'll see how much help you can be. What do you expect from us?"
Really? We're just here to work with you to cause as much problems for the Sith as possible. I have someone on planet who's looking for something, and he's been encountering heavy Sith patrols. So we're basically looking to cause as much of a loud noise as possible, and cause as much hurt to the Sith as possible. And since this is John's home, we also, if we can get the Sith to give up the planet, that would be very beneficial.
Okay.